Well, Nelson, I suppose you, as much as anyone, has had to come to terms with the loss of Aaron Wildig.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big blow for us, definitely. I said from the beginning how important it was for us and the way we were building everything around, and also the team and the style and everything. And obviously, losing him is just not good. And I think when I feel like I can, it's a good progression and can have a little bit of a starting 11 quite settled and all that, then always setbacks, and this was probably the main one, but it's been like that, I guess, so far, with injuries, starting with Shane and then suspensions and all that, and nothing of that helps you to move forward in a consistent manner. Yes, and also the likes of Kai Whitmore as well. He's done 90 minutes last week, but it's a player that comes from a different level. He's got only 3.5 months on a professional environment. So he's someone that was used to train twice a week, and now he's in this environment, and it takes a little bit more time for his body to recover and to get used to this level, and so are others as well. Glenn has done more than this season than he's done in the last 18 months. So there's obviously all these situations that I have to deal every day, and obviously that doesn't help us to find a way of having a consistent manner of play also, and a starting 11, and obviously with building having that injury gets even worse. But obviously I feel like we've got other young boys that can step up, and they are capable of doing also a good job for us, and obviously that will be their time to show their value as well.
Yeah. Quickly on Aaron himself, how is he coping with it? Because it's, for you as a club and you as a head coach, but actually for him, devastating.
Devastating for him, for us. I was devastated, and as soon as I knew, the first thing I wanted was to speak with him, and I did speak, and obviously it's as you should expect, a little bit down, because he knew the responsibility he had as well, and I feel he's feeling is even worse, knowing that he was the captain, he was the leader, he was that player that was leading on the pitch, off the pitch and everything, and he felt that responsibility. But now it's up to us to help him. It's not good with his age to have this knee injury, obviously, and he was sad, obviously, but I think it's up to us to make him feel, comfortable and positive moving forward.
Because his contract is up as well, which is another thing which will play on his mind.
Yes, of course, and I think we spoke about that as well. Obviously, he's 32 years old. This is a bad injury, at least 9 months out, depending how it goes. Like you just said, he's in the final year of his contract, and obviously, I am sure those things go through his mind. But again, it's down to us now to make him feel comfortable and positive, looking forward and getting back fit as quick as possible. So he's got still at least 3 years at a good level of football. He just needs to make sure that when he comes back fit.
Yeah, and as you say, the club will do all they can to help him.
Of course, I think we are known for a club like that. We try to look after our players, and obviously that's the maximum I can say. Obviously, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. But from my end, my perspective, I will do my best to make sure that he feels all part. And even Aaron, he said he knows he's gonna have the surgery now, but I'm sure you will see him as soon as possible. You will see him in the dressing room and here watching the game, and then he will be part of everything.
Um, so definitely no Aaron Wilder clearly. What about Bobby Cameron?
Bobby is going to be out at least another week. It's something we don't want to get him in a worse condition. Again, we knew before we signed him he would have this type of problems. I think the fact that he was ill as well against Peterborough, that's why he didn't start. He ended up having a couple of minutes, but help him to to save him or to expose him to that amount of games that he was not used to as well. So
Yeah.
if you look back to so these boys are playing week in, week out, and we have to manage them. So after Peterborough, we felt that was actually not bad for him because he didn't start. He had fever last 2 days before that game, and that probably gave him a little bit of a rest of his body. But obviously, it's tough. He played Tuesday and he played 45 minutes. After 40 minutes here, we had to bring him off, just to try to protect him as well. And yeah, not in a good moment again. Like I said, when you feel like you are progressing, you have these setbacks, and especially now with these two massive games coming up now. Notts County, obviously, and Wimbledon, 2 away games, tough. But again, it's time for the other boys to step up and show their quality.
Yeah, as you said, it's time for youngsters to show now. They've got to, in a way, do you think they've got to grow up quickly now?
Yes, that's important, and again, that's what we expect. I think we've seen a lot of others doing, like Cameron Evans, like Kieran, Brennan, like even Glennon and Matt Baker and Kieran Evans and Kai Whitmore. So they're all youngsters. Even Hadlin with 24 is still a young, and Spellman and Oliver Greaves. So they're all starting to play and young. So we have to make sure that this progress is more consistent. Again, that's the main word, and yeah, we'll have to. We've got a couple of them already. I think Matt and Kieran and Brennan, and they're all in that level now. I would say Spellman is coming up to that level again. I think he came on very well last game. I think he needed that as well, but obviously probably is not up to the match fitness that we expect, and again, this is his first experience as well at this level. We also have to manage Kai Whitmore. I think that's the main one, and it takes a little bit longer to recover from games. Yes, and so was Oliver Greaves, and so they're all youngsters. They're all youngsters. They are already here, but we still have others that probably will have a chance now to come close to have a minute.
The way things have been in the opening few months of the season, does this, particularly with the Aaron Wildig injury, does this alter your plans for January to maybe add to the squad in January?
Yes, we obviously will always assessing what is happening, and I think I've always said that, and even last week, in terms of objectives, we still have our way moving forward, and obviously I think you can see, especially after last 2 home games against Fleetwood and last one Greensby, I think we were unlucky actually not to win those 2 games, and if you have more 3 or 4 points at this moment, you would be only 1 or 2 points off the playoffs, even with all these setbacks and problems that we are having now. So that's we have to. It's fact. It's not making excuses. It's a fact. Obviously, with this injury, like you just asked about Aaron Wildig, and in terms of January, obviously we will have to assess that, and we will have to be in the market looking for something else that can bring us that extra, I would say, quality to the team. But again, it's always what this month now is tough. We all know it's going to be tough. We play Saturday, Tuesday, tough games. This period of Christmas is very, very tough, obviously, and we don't know what's going to happen with the team as well, because, like I just said, we've got a lot of young boys playing that are not used to this level, and obviously you don't know how they're going to cope with that intensity, with this amount of games, because it's a growth in terms of game time that they're not used to or exposed, and then obviously we will have to come in January to adjust a couple of things, definitely.
Notts County, they play a really nice way. You must be an admirer of how they play the game.
Yeah, but I admire what we've done last game home. That's what I was looking for, and of course it's important to know about the others, but it's also, I think, even more important when you know about yourself, and that's what I'm looking to build on, and I just hope this Wildig, because Wildig was playing a different role,
yeah.
And you see when he plays in that deeper role, obviously everything changes around. Yes, Notts County is going to pose a lot of problems to us, but we are expecting to pose also a lot of problems to them, and yeah, with a new setup again in terms of the lineup and all that. But I'm quite confident we will cause problems, and we have to just compete and enjoy.
On that front, is it a case of, because you're happy with aspects of the Grimsby game, you don't change to go there, you go with what you feel you can?
Oh God, yes. No, there's no, and like you said, probably I should have more draws. I think even the draws that we had, I still felt we should have won, especially those last two home games. We go there to compete, to develop our idea how the football should be played, and we're not going to change on that way. We will have to utilize other players, and again, going back, that will obviously create a new reorganization in terms of links between the players and connections, whatever you want to call it, chemistry between them. That, when you change one or two, obviously everything changes as well. But I think the main idea we still have clear in our head, the way moving forward.